April 23rd to 30th. The visit is to facilitate discussions in the areas of culture, trade, investment, tourism, sustainable development, global life sciences, and education, among other areas. To tell us more about the trip is Renata Mohammed, Director of Investment and Marketing. Good morning to you.
Hi, good morning, and thank you so much for having us on this morning.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time. Now, why were these two cities in particular selected for this particular mission?
Well, a reminder about Invest Barbados. We are the National Investment Promotion Agency of the Government of Barbados. Our role is to attract and retain foreign direct investment. And this trip really came out of a mission that took place in November of last year when delegates from Charleston, South Carolina would have come to Barbados to explore our trade, business, and investment opportunities. What we're doing is reciprocating upon that visit at a time when conversations are still very warm, where negotiations are still happening. And in the words of the Mayor of Charleston, Mayor Teckenberg, let's keep the pendulum swinging. So our first step will be to have a trade mission to Charleston, and that will be done thinking back to November, April the 24th to the 27th. And we will be hosted by the city of Charleston. Each visit will be grounded by a business forum. And while we are in the business of attracting business, we also appreciate that there are cultural and historical linkages, especially with Charleston. And as such, we will be joined by some of our sister agencies, including the National Cultural Foundation, who will be looking to do some more research and fact-finding in terms of the cultural and historical linkages that we have between the city and ourselves. And they will be offering with us a taste of Barbados. We're offering a taste of the investment opportunities. They will be offering a taste of our music, our culture, as well as our food. So it's a very exciting agenda, and those in Charleston, including the Carolinas Barbados Legacy Foundation, are very keen to host us. And if I may continue, from Charleston, we head with our mission to Atlanta. And we are really rekindling relationships with Atlanta. At the end of April, we will be hosting, we meaning Government of Barbados, specifically led by the Consulate General in Miami, will be hosting Barbados Comes to Atlanta. So what we're doing is to help kick off this outreach and to do so again from a business perspective. In Atlanta, just so you know, we do have an honorary counsel. He has worked with us to organize a very attractive agenda for our delegation, and that agenda includes a business forum that's going to be held in conjunction with Global Atlanta, as well as tours, some business matchmaking, and again we will be working with the NCF to offer a true taste of Barbados. I would have noted on your program in the past that in promoting investment, we're connecting with people. Yes, there's huge interest in all that we have to offer. There's taxation benefits, there are opportunities for growth in Barbados. But step one, we're connecting with people. And we do so in the areas of music, culture, as well as food. And we have those conversations. And once we get that warm, fuzzy feeling going, we deep dive into the opportunities that exist.
Okay, so you talked a little bit about the partners who will be joining you on this mission. Has there been a decision as yet on any businesses that will be a part of it? We mentioned quite a few areas that are to be covered, but have you identified specific areas of businesses yet?
Oh, absolutely. We would have had conversations with both cities to find out about their interest. And that interest is wide ranging. There's some of our traditional sectors. Barbados is as an international business sector. So financial services, wealth management, right up there with real estate services. There is interest in learning more about our welcome stamp. But then we have a lot of exciting and emerging sectors that they're interested in. So even leveraging from the mission that they brought to Barbados in November, we know that that includes renewable energy, and that's near and dear to us given our national objective. There's also interest in research and development. There is research in agro processing, and there's research in niche marketing. There's also a deep desire to explore the opportunities that exist in our pharmaceutical sector, medicinal cannabis, as well as to see what can we trade. Our trade numbers are currently relatively low with these cities, and there's keen interest to build those numbers on both sides of the spectrum. In addition to the public sector delegation that will be led by Invest Barbados and the Consulate General out of Miami, and the NCF, as I have already mentioned, we do have 13 private sector delegates who will be joining us, and they are representing, again, wealth management, financial services. There's an insurance company that's joining us. There are some consultants that are coming along. There are persons who are interested in agriculture and agricultural development. And through the National Cultural Foundation, we will be joined by 4 entrepreneurs, and their areas of focus include things like home and accent, spa and wellness, gourmet foods, fashion, and accessories.
All right, thank you so much for your time this morning. Renata Mohammed, Director of Investment and Marketing, who has joined us this morning to talk about a wonderful investment opportunity and hopefully some opportunities for tourism as well, since the cities are inextricably linked, as you mentioned, historically and otherwise. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Looking forward to building bridges with Charleston and Atlanta.
Thank you so much. Morning Barbados is coming up soon, but next on the CBC Morning Report, fishermen in Tobago make an appeal to the Prime Minister of Barbados.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vv. And together we will travel the world.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur,
Fishermen in Tobago say they have a 4-tiered protest plan in their aim to stop Barbadian fishermen, to stop them doing what they claim is overfishing in their waters. In an attempt to get the authorities to respond to their concerns, to the All Tobago Fisher Folk Association, or ATFA, plans to stage a protest outside the Barbados High Commission in Trinidad. And if that doesn't work, President of the AFTA, Curtis Douglas, says they plan to take it further.
first step, what we would have done, we would have made awareness to the public what is taking place. The second step is what we did yesterday. We sent a letter and an email to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago so that he could see how best he could bring some kind of resolution, because it is CARICOM and it is Trinidad and Barbados. We are neighbors. So we must be able to have a conversation in charting the way forward together so that Tobago will benefit and Barbados will benefit from these natural resources, which is our flying fish. Well, the next step, you would see it. We would do what we have to do to make our voice heard internationally plus locally, and we have no problem whatsoever at all in protesting in front of the Barbados embassy. I hope Miss Motley would. I know Miss Motley is aware of the situation, and I hope that they will meet with ATFA and have an amicable situation before it meet thus far. I don't even want to talk about protests as yet. I'm saying I'm waiting till the Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago probably call the Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Barbados and set up a consultation, a meeting with all Tobago fisher folks and the Bajans Fishing Organization, where we sit down and work out some amicable solution, as I said. If not, I always believe in discussion before we take action, serious action, because we don't consider Barbados as our enemies. But what is taking place is bringing hardship upon our people in Tobago.
Well, Mr. Douglas claims Bajan fishermen have been casting their nets all this time and they need some resolution. St. Lucia police have...
We've been observing over the years that the Bajan boats are coming and they are giving the fish flights. They are spending, like 2 and 3 days and making great catches. And that is causing difficulties for the processors and the fisher folks in Tobago to catch the fish. Now, we normally use pirogues, but these boats are staying nights, weeks, and pulling the fish and making it difficult for us to earn our living, because when that happens, it's making it difficult for us to catch our dolphin, our tuna, and etc. So it's a whole downstream of pain for Tobago, and the processors not making any money. Some of them is going to receivership, and we believe that there should be some kind of conversation where we work out some kind of arrangement so that the Bajans and the Trinidad and Tobagonians should be able, more so Tobagonians, could coexist when it comes to flying fish in Tobago waters.
In more news from down the region, St. Lucia police have been received instructions to wipe out criminality involving a small group of individuals using all available legal means. The order was given by Prime Minister Philippe Jean-Pierre and follows recent deadly shootings in the town of Vieux-Fort.
That criminality must stop, and I make no excuses for it. I'm going to say to you, the government will use all the resources. The police have been instructed to use all available means within the law, all available legal means to wipe off that criminality in this country. And we make no bones about it. And I'm saying to you that the social intervention will continue, but the community outreach will continue. But this animalistic behavior cannot be tolerated, and we can make no excuse for it. And I'm going to say it again, the police have been given the instructions to use all legal means necessary to wipe out that brutality that seems to be happening by a small section of the community. I was in Vieux-Fort yesterday, and the community is still very embracing and very hopeful. But it's a small part. And I don't want us to stigmatize any part of the country.
Well, it's time now to take a look at what's coming up in Morning Barbados as we look toward Labor Day celebrations on May 1st. We're going to be telling you all about the CitySab Labor Day rally and concert. So Dwight Miller, Marsha Burke will be in to tell us all about the special event and how we can get involved. Also, UE Field Education Social Work Program is the seminar that's coming up, and we're going to tell you why you need to be a part of it. Plus, Barbadian recruitment coach providing opportunities for many, many young Barbadians over the years. And he's here and he's going to share with us all about what he has done over the years, what he's doing now, and why you should check in with him. Plus, we're going to tell you about our new upcoming Mother's Day promotion for right here on Morning Barbados called Mom's Proud Moment. So in order to find out what that's exactly about, we're encouraging you to stay tuned. Before we go, we also talk about the season of Emancipation, and it is a fresh Friday, so we have something exciting musically for you. That's all coming up on Morning Barbados, but more news, sports, and weather after this break.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Morning Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Matchback Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for a new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 4...
The season of Emancipation begins today, and Minister in the Prime Minister's office with responsibility for culture, Senator Dr. Chantal Monroe-Knight, says the focus is on reimagining the past and celebrating the future.
It's really about us focusing on those things that made us who we are as Barbadians, those persons who through their sacrifice and through their struggle helped forge this nation, and those values and traditions as expressed through culture and the arts. But it's not only then focused just on the past, but again, how are we moving as a country? What are our achievements? What are the things that we are able to celebrate, and where are we going? And so that team and this season tells that full story of that struggle, of how we grew as a nation, but also as well, where are we going for the future?
Now, during that exclusive interview with CBC, the Senator highlighted plans for 3 of the main events of the season.
April 28th, which is National Heroes Day, one of the things that we've been doing is working through the parish independence committees. And we have assigned each parish a national hero and asked them to do community projects that will be taking place over the period from the 27th to the 30th, different activities in order to be able to honor those heroes. So very community-based, very community-grounded in terms of activity. I want to talk as well about August 1st, which is again Emancipation Day. We have a large participation from schools and community groups. We will once again be bringing back the procession that we all knew and love as a signal part of Emancipation Day. We have participation from primary schools, from secondary schools. Schools are calling every single day. Community groups are calling every single day, saying that they want to be able to participate. We are creating a school choir out of the participants in there. And that is, for me, that demonstration of support and outpouring of we want to be able to participate, I think is significant. I also as well want to identify the activity we'll be having to mark Marcus Garvey Day as well, which will be on August 17th. Again, in the spirit of self-reliance and entrepreneurship, we will actually be hosting an entrepreneurship challenge where we will be asking Barbadians to come and pitch us an idea for a cultural endeavor. And we're going to support that idea by providing $30,000 for the winner, but not only providing money, but we're going to create a sandbox of support to see that idea.
As a resident of the area, explained how devastating the impact was.
It was really bad because in the house, it was very smoky, and the ashes that were let go from the fire were all in the house. Even though the house was locked up, it still managed to get in. In the night, even after the fire had died down, me personally had problems to sleep because it was like burning within my nose and like my chest. Like, it was really frustrating.
Fortunately, after days of working tirelessly, Belmopan firefighters were able to extinguish the flames. But what led to the blaze? Robert Matos, the Belmopan City Council's compliance director, says the fire was caused by persons burning garbage.
What they do, they find places that they don't have to take it away to the dump site or call the Belmopan City Council for assistance, and they create their own dump site. They take it by the outer skirts of Belmopan, like I would say like Jan Zaldivar Boulevard, places that nobody can catch them. And when the dry season comes, and if you would have thrown even a glass, or somebody would even throw a cigarette butt, that would ignite the fire. And this is why these fires are coming up.
And while that blaze was the result of human negligence, Deputy Chief Forest Officer John Pinilla Jr. explained that several outside factors have led to an uptick in wildland fires.
The climate change issue is real. And every year, BJ, we notice that it gets hotter and hotter. It gets drier, and we have more fires occurring.
The Federal Bureau of Investigation, or FBI, has made an arrest related to the leak of the United States military intelligence documents that have been seen online recently. We have more.
Alleged Jack Teixeira uploaded hundreds of photographs of secret files in an online chat group. They're said to include sensitive information on security and relations with other countries, including Ukraine. Officials say some of the documents appeared to have been altered.
Today, the Justice Department arrested Jack Douglas Teixeira in connection with an investigation into alleged unauthorized removal, retention, and transmission of classified national defense information. Teixeira is an employee of the United States Air Force National Guard. FBI agents took Teixeira into custody earlier this afternoon without incident. He will have an initial appearance at the U.S. District Court for the District of Massachusetts.
The allegations against 21-year-old Jack Douglas Teixeira is that he obtained classified information and then illegally distributed that information to people who should not have had any access to it because they don't have the appropriate security clearances. That appears to be violations of the 1917 Espionage Act, and if convicted, depending on how many charges, he could face up to 10 years in federal prison on each of those charges.
How damaging is this for the Pentagon?
Well, despite the best efforts of officials, not just at the Pentagon, but at the State Department and at the White House, this is a damaging allegation. One of the questions that kept coming up during the regular press briefing at the Pentagon on Thursday is whether someone so young should have had a high-level security clearance. Well, so many hundreds of thousands of people who work for the federal government in one form or fashion do have a security clearance in order to do their jobs. There are hundreds of thousands more Americans who may have once worked for the federal government, whether in the intelligence community or in the military or at the State Department or at the White House, who also have these high-level security clearances and work for private companies that work in tandem with the federal government to handle this sensitive information. Now, what we heard Brigadier General Pat Ryder argue is that there is a very robust policy for those who are entrusted with the right to handle classified information. And he did say at one point that in the Pentagon's view, what Teixeira's actions were criminal actions. But he couldn't say much more than that because the matter is now one for the Justice Department.
Ghana has become the first country in the world to approve a new malaria vaccine from Oxford University, with children under the age of 3 in line to benefit, although it is unclear when the rollout will begin.
The vaccine, known as R21, can now be used on children aged between 5 and 36 months. The World Health Organization is also considering approving the vaccine. Well, the most recent World Health Organization figures show there were an estimated 247 million malaria cases in 2021. 4 countries, Nigeria, Democratic Republic of Congo, Uganda and Mozambique, made up nearly half of all cases. An estimated 619,000 people died from malaria in 2021, about 6,000 fewer than the year before. About 76% of those deaths were children under 5. In Ghana, there were 5.3 million cases in 2021, with 12,500 deaths. Nina Abuakle reports.
Researchers are calling it a turning point in the struggle against malaria. In a global first, Ghana has approved a vaccine against the mosquito-borne disease. The United Nations says more than 600,000 people die from the disease each year. On average, 1 child dies every minute. And it's children who face the highest risk of death. Scientists at Oxford University in the UK say they've spent decades researching the vaccine. And Ghana is the first African country where it will be used, and on young children between 5 months and 3 years old. The World Health Organization is also considering whether to approve the vaccine. 200 million doses are to be produced annually. Scientists say it's a game changer in the battle against a virus that is one of the leading killers of children in Africa.
In sports now, the finals of the various age groups of the Barbados Cup football tournament are slated for this morning. Among the finalists are the boys from Paradise, who have advanced to the Under-17 final after yesterday's convincing semi-final result over Barbados Soccer Academy at the Barbados Community College. CBC's Mark Seal has more.
The opening goal came as early as the 4th minute of the game from a Barbados Soccer Academy goal kick that wasn't executed the best. Paradise intercepted and were heading back towards goal. DeAndre Mitchell was sure he was taking the shot, and it was a good one. On target and curving away from the keeper's right. The dive was never going to be sufficient, and that's 1-0 to Paradise. The second goal was a total mishap, as Soccer Academy scored an own goal from a corner kick. Raheem Chandler hides his face in his hands. Oh, for shame. But that's life, and it's football. 2-0 to Paradise. Now, Paradise would score a third before the half, and this one was another gem. Soccer Academy defenders were all taken up with the ball on the left of the box, but they didn't cover the right, and that's where Shamari Harewood came swooping in to latch onto a cross from Mitchell. A blast that the keeper had little chance of keeping out made it Paradise 3-0 at the half. 6 minutes after the resumption, Paradise were on the go again. A penalty was awarded on this play, much to the disagreement of the BSA team, and one of them received a yellow card for his approach to the ref. Diego.
And Paradise will go up against Pinelands in today's final. The other contest will see National Sports Council versus Ball Blasters of Trinidad and Tobago in the Under-13 final, and Sports Council against Kickstart in the Under-15 final. They are all playing at the Parkinson Field as a triple header from 8:45 this morning. And that's today's morning report. Before we go, a look at the weather. The barometric pressure stands at 1012 millibars, is 24 degrees, and the winds are coming out of the east at 33 kilometers per hour. Moderate in open water with northerly swells ranging from 1 to 1.5 meters if you look towards the seas. And then, of course, high tide comes around at 10:18, just one today, just one low at 5:36. Forecast for today. This morning, mostly cloudy with scattered light to moderate showers. Into the afternoon, a mix of sunshine and clouds with a few light isolated showers. And as we go into the evening, you can expect partly cloudy conditions with a few brief isolated light showers. Here's a look at a few select international cities. And that's it. Our next newscast is Newsday at 12 p.m. on TV8, followed by The World at 1 via our radio network at stations 100.7 FM, 98.11 and 94.7 FM. Morning Barbados is next.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning indeed. Thank God it's Friday. I know, right? It's Friday already, but that's because we had a short week this week, a long weekend. So, you know, just 4 days. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. But welcome. Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Morning Barbados today. Boy, do we have a show for you. It's jam-packed of really, really good things. So I'm going to give you an idea of exactly what you can look out for. I have to say a special good morning to those of you who wake up each and every morning and make sure you switch on. And I know I've been getting some questions about where is Pearson? I know you're missing your favorite guy. He is back to the assignment that we love him doing, which is reading Newsnight. So you can check him out there, and I know that you will connect with him in other ways as well, because he's on radio as well on 94.7 FM from time to time. So coming up in today's show, we are going to be telling you all about some great things that are coming up here in Barbados. And today launches the season of Emancipation. So we're going to delve into that with Rodney Grant and Dr. Sharon Johnson as we tell you all about what the Division of Culture in the Prime Minister's office will be doing this Emancipation season. So we definitely look forward to that. It's a fresh Friday, so we have sanctuary vibes coming through, and you know what that means. We are on the cusp of a brand new Cropover season, if it hasn't already started, because I've already heard some new music and it is sounding really good. So we're going to be sharing with you. Plus, a Barbadian recruiter will be coming through to tell us all about exactly how he is helping young Barbadians and how he is sharing. All right. Plus, we have a big promotion coming up for Mother's Day, Mom's Proud Moment promotion. And we're going to tell you how you can get involved right here on Morning Barbados and share with us. That is going to be absolutely fun. Plus, UE Field Education Social Work Program Seminar is a very, very important seminar that's coming up. And we're going to share all the details about that too. So like I told you, chock-a-blocked. Lots to do, lots to talk about. So let's get the discussion on the way. As we told you, we have CTUSAB coming through today to talk about Labor Day, a Labor Day rally and concert that's coming up. So special events committee member, who is a part of CTUSAB, Marcia Burke, got up early to come and share more with us. Good morning to you, Marcia.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you. All right, so I'm always very, very excited about Labor Day celebrations. So let's jump right into it. Now, the Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations of Barbados, you are having a Labor Day rally and concert. So let's first of all lay out why it's important for us to continue to celebrate a day like Labor Day and why you've decided to celebrate it in this way this time around.
Yes. So what C2SAB is doing this year, and our theme before we get started, is Stronger Together, Young and Unified. We wanted to do something different this year. We did our Labor Day rally and concert last year, and we are back again in Golden Square Freedom Park. But this year we're doing it with a difference because we are collaborating with the Young Workers Committee of C2SAB, which I am a member of. Unfortunately, the chair, I believe he'll be joining us shortly, Dwight Miller of the Special Events Committee, who's head of planning the May Day celebration, is going to join us shortly. But nonetheless, we wanted to include the youth this year and focus on the youth because we understand and we realize now more than ever the importance of the youth in this country. So our Labor Day rally is going to be focused primarily on the youth with performances from the youth itself. Under our C2SAB umbrella, we have a variety, we have a lot of sister unions who fall under it. So we're going to be having a career showcase where the youth can come and see all the different things that the member units have to offer. So for example, the Barbados Nurses Association, the Barbados Association of Medical Practitioners, the Barbados Union of Teachers, the Barbados Police Service, and the list goes on. So we have a very packed program, and of course we want to focus on the labor movement and the importance of the labor movement here in Barbados.
I really love the theme this year that you have, Stronger Together, Young and Unionized. And, on that note, let's go right ahead and welcome Dwight Miller, who's Assistant General Secretary of C2SAB. So Marsha, through telepathy, she was like, he's going to be here, he's going to be here. And then he just appeared on the screen. So welcome, good morning.
Good morning, Tisha, good morning, Barbados.
All right, good to have you with us. Okay, I was just saying that I'm really impressed with the theme that you've brought this year, which is Stronger Together, Young and Unionized. And I'm going to pose this question straight off the cuff to you, Dwight. Are young people, are young workers moving towards unions? Do they still believe that unions bear the relevance that our forefathers thought they did?
I believe they do. It is, to my mind, it's a matter of education. And that is the whole cost of this particular Labor Day rally. Because as you know, C2SAB has the remit to try to educate persons as well about the labor movement and how it can be work within the working environment. So this theme, as I said, it came directly from the young workers. They were able to conceptualize it, and I am confident that C2SAB can or will educate persons and has continued to educate persons, and we are attracting younger persons. And you can see that from this year's focus on the youth within our Labor Day rally. As my colleague Marsha would have mentioned, the focus is on the youth this year, and they are promising to come out and give speeches on how their perspective of being within the labor movement as a young person is how it is for them. Their perspective on that, and we think that will be able to give the general public and those who come to the Golden Square to see what their perspective is and how they feel about the labor movement. So yes, Tisha, I think that we are educating those younger persons and we are encouraging them. They may not always be in the numbers that we want, but they are coming and they are still being attracted to the labor movement.
Yeah, well, Dwight, that's kind of like a catch-22 because we know with labor, there's strength in numbers, particularly with unions. So we definitely have to work on that. But I have no doubt that younger workers will be more than willing to come on board once we get that information out. So let's jump back into what will be happening this year for your big rally that's going to come off in Golden Square, Freedom Park. And I don't know if you want to bounce that to Marcia or if you want to take that as well.
Well, I can take it. The Labor Day rally the time is from 2 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We have, as I said, we have speakers of the young persons to speak. We also have some cultural exchanges. We have Ruby Tech, we have Billy Kincaid, Alison Norval, some of our performers to perform on the day, just some of them. And with the career showcase, as she was saying, we're hoping that that persons will come out and find out what it is, how it is as a young person to have a career as a doctor, as a police officer, and so on. So we are focusing heavily on that career content and the whole workforce, being part of the workforce.
All right, Marshall, will we be able to sign up on that day with various union groups and things of that nature as well? And will they be represented?
Of course, we are going to be out in our numbers. And I just want to say this Labor Day and rally is just the beginning of what we're starting to promote regarding the youth here in Barbados, because with the Young Workers Committee, this committee was formed with persons all under the age of 40 across the various member units. And our plan is, we have a jingle that's going to be released shortly. We're going to do that at the Labor Day rally. We also have in place throughout the year a whole plan of activities to motivate young people. So we're going to be doing workshops to train them in a variety of areas that they can try to get skills to be able to seek employment or to be entrepreneurs. And at the showcase, they can come out not just to see what is there, but to also hear what the Young Workers Committee have in store for them. And additionally, the Young Workers Committee also focuses on education and educating the young people, young workers, because so often we realize that persons don't know their rights, don't know certain things, like they need to be able to get a paycheck, not just get a paycheck, but get the pay slip, be able to know their terms of contract. So we're about education, we're about socialization, and of course, we're about finding employment for the youth. So it's going to be big, it's going to be awesome. I am super excited. I'm inviting everyone to come out. The performances are going to be amazing. There's going to be lots of food and drink and entertainment. Oh, Tisha, is going to be amazing. It's going to be great.
All right, you sold me on it. I definitely have to come now. I mean, even if I was thinking about not coming before, I definitely have to come now. So I'm going to give you last word, Assistant General Secretary, as to why young workers specifically, but workers in Barbados generally, should come out to the rally.
Well, as I said, Tisha, it is, as my colleague said, is education promotion as well as to hear the young workers' perspective on being part of the union and their particular careers. And the young persons have even come up with a tagline, the power is in your hands with the union movement. And so, as I said, the Young Workers Committee, on behalf of Institute SAB, has been working tirelessly and hard under the chairmanship of Ms. Tracy Collins Howard. She's been doing some amazing things. And as Marcia said, there are videos, and we have now some jingles to come out. And as well as, so CBC is seeking to ensure the future of the labor movement is secure by investing in its young members and its young workers. Yeah, and the tagline is, the power is in your hands with the union movement. And don't forget, this year's theme is Stronger Together, Young and Unionized.
All right, Stronger Together, Young and Unionized. I'm loving that. It feels powerful. So thank you both for coming on and sharing with us. I wish you a wonderful day, and we hope to see you during the time that we're getting ready for the rally, which is on May 1st. Before you say Jack Robinson is going to be here. I mean, the way things are going. So thank you so much, Dwight Miller, Assistant General Secretary of C2SAB, and Marsha Burke, Special Events Committee Member of C2SAB, for sharing with us this morning. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, Lucia, and thank you, Barbados.
All right. And you, thank you. All right, we're going to take another break and come on back. So stay with us here on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados will
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning indeed. Good to have you on this Friday, and I know there's a big smile on your face. Had a short week, getting ready for the weekend now. Whatever you do, make sure you're careful, particularly as you move around this morning. So we're going to be joined now to talk a little bit about the UWI Field Education Social Work Program Seminar that's coming up. Alison Jordan, Pamela Jones-Goodrich, and Therese James are all joining us this morning to give us a little more insight into exactly what is happening with that. Alison is a social work intern at UE. Mrs. Jones-Greenidge is a field supervisor, and Mrs. James is a lecturer and director of field education in the Department of Government, Sociology, Social Work, and Psychology at UE. Quite a mouthful. Good morning and welcome, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, good to have you with us. Now, for the completion of the field education program, you've been tasked with really an opportunity to develop this project within the disabled community. So I'm going to start with you, Ms. James, as the Director of Field Education, to kind of lay the groundwork and tell us all about this particular seminar.
Right, good morning, everyone. I'm going to actually teach her good morning. I'm going to actually let Alison lay the groundwork on this particular seminar since it's her work. She's done all the work to put this together, and I want to give her all of the accolades in actually talking about her project. What I can tell you, though, is that the program at university, the social work, field education in particular, that program provides a community focus towards change and advocacy for persons in this island. And the students on the program each have to do a project for an academic year, a project that will highlight some issue of concern in the island amongst Barbadians. And I'm very proud to say that over the years, and I've been on this television program, this is like several years now, that I am very proud of their work. They've done great projects that have created change, and projects that are needed. Even during COVID-19, we had students who did macro-based projects. Macro-based means that actually were in the field to help persons who were actually dealing with mental health challenges, provide provision of services during COVID-19. So Alison is another student I have that is highlighting her project this morning. And I believe, as I said, she's the best person to talk about her project. I'm just here to give her some moral support and to let persons know that the community, that University West is giving back. We always look at the students at university and ask them, what are they doing when they go there? What are they doing with their degrees? Well, right now, the social work program, the students are doing things before they even get their degree. So they give back from, consistently. And so I'm just want to let people know that we are doing things out there. Thank you.
All right, for sure. And I know that, Alison, what you shared is that in even seeking to do this project, what you found is that members of the disabled community, as we often hear, felt like they haven't been given a voice, and they've not been able to share their views on very specific things, and some things that can be seen as general, but some things that are so specific, like sexuality and education and things like that. And that's some of what this project is all about. So tell us more.
Okay, good morning, and thank you for having me on the show. So basically, My project is breaking the barriers between sexuality and disability. And why we've chosen to do this project, because in the first semester of this field instruction program, I had an opportunity to work with some wonderful young ladies between the ages of 17 and 40. And I actually embarked on a small project where there was a group and we looked at health and sexuality. And the information that I shared with them was very informative and they took it very well. But what kept ringers would be like, nobody listens to me, nobody understands how I feel. So I have really nobody to talk to sometimes when it comes to sexuality. And they were really happy that I was able to do so. So I said to myself, what can I do, to make this project bigger? And I looked at the look at as a whole, and I said, what about the parents? Because as parents, we are, well, parents as well, are very influential on our children and our young adults. So I said, let me take us a bit further and look at the parent aspect. So I actually took the opportunity while dealing with some of these young ladies to speak to some of their parents. And, they shared with me and they were very, very honest to say they found it very difficult. And I think it's because we're still back in that era where sexuality, even for the regular developing person, is something difficult we find to have that conversation. So it's even harder with the disabled person, because you can imagine somebody who is actually of biological age 20, that's an example I'm going to use, but they're functioning at a 7-year-old, but the parent still thinks that they're still my baby. They're not thinking that they're actually growing up and they need to be educated on these things. And the thing about it is that what we don't even realize is that their hormones are still raging just like the normal developing person, or even sometimes faster, depending on what cognitive disability you have. So, I mean, for me, the more informed you are about something, the better choices you can make. So, as it comes to sexuality, if these young persons are really informed and misses, they won't be, so susceptible to all the negative things that come towards them, like rape and, being taken advantage of, because they are a group of persons where people take advantage of because they're not informed.
Well, that's, it's quite a mouthful, but I totally understand where you're coming from, and it really sets the tone for why discussions like these are needed. I want to bring Mrs. Jones-Goodrich into the discussion as field supervisor to talk about your role in paint yourself into the whole picture.
Okay, thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. So I am the clinical social worker that is tasked with supervising Alison in the field. So when Alison brought the idea to me, and she told me that she would like to reach out to the parents, what I told her is that, this project that you're doing and what you are thinking about doing, it has such long-ranging effects. This goes way beyond parents. This is a societal issue. This is a community issue we need to deal with. If you look at the fact that we are signatories to the UN Convention pertaining to the rules on the equalization of persons with disabilities, and those rules state that persons with disabilities have a right to experience sexuality, have sexual relationships, and have access to information about their bodies. So it's almost as if we are paying lip service to this rule that we are signatories to for the UN, because we don't put it in practice. And what brought it home to me was some time ago, a couple that was special needs was highlighted in the paper, and all the comments around it from social service agencies tasked with helping homeless persons to actual persons within the country contributing to the discussion. It was about he needs to go home, he has some place to live. No one considered the fact that this is a young couple. All people were looking at is they have disabilities. And I don't think anyone paid attention to the fact that they were in a legitimate relationship. And
Wow.
it made me wonder if these young people were typically developing with no issues whatsoever, would that still have been the response? Would the
Wow.
response still would have been to separate the two of them and he goes back home to his family, and then she would be the one who would be able to get the assistance?
All right,
And
now
it's
we can see
things
why
like
you're the
that
field
that make-
officer. Now we can see why
Pardon?
you're the field officer, because you really get in there and share the
Yes.
information. But I'm sure through the seminar you will be able to thrash out many of these issues as you have to,
Correct.
which is what it is all about. So I'm going to throw it out for you ladies to determine who can share with us the format that the seminar will take as we close the discussion.
So we're going to have a forum with 4 guest speakers. And actually, there's a doctor who's going to be speaking about sexual orientation, gender identity. And then there's another speaker who will be speaking about abstinence, contraception, and the services available. And I chose the services available because, like things that we take for granted, persons with disabilities don't even think that, because we as a society put them in a category, they don't even understand that they have the same rights as us. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to highlight in my seminar as well. We're going to be looking at building self-esteem, looking at values and worth, and knowing who you are as a person. Because if you understand what worth you are in society, then you'll be able to shine. Then we're going to also look at the types of relationships that a person can have, sexual relationships, and being able to have a meaningful life in society as a disabled person.
And I understand that you're also going to, have at least one member of the community to share as well. So it's very interesting in terms of, when it is and how we can get involved quickly.
So our seminar is being held on Saturday the 15th of April at the St. Michael's School, and that's being held in the school hall. If you are interested in attending the seminar, you can call me at 243-5672. Number is 243-5672. I'm always available.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing with us. And I
Thank
wish
you.
you the very best on the seminar. It certainly is some wonderful work that we need to delve into more. Wish we could share more about it at this time. However, we certainly will be following up. Thank you again.
Can I?
Thank you.
Tisha, okay.
We will be back on Morning Barbados.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good
7 o'clock in Barbados and across the Eastern Caribbean. Time for us to give you an update of the news. Fishermen in Tobago say they have a four-tier protest plan in their aim to stop Barbadian fishermen from what they claim is overfishing in their waters. In an attempt to get the authorities to respond to their concerns, the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association plans to stage a protest outside the Barbados High Commission in Trinidad. And if that doesn't work, President of AFTA, Curtis Douglas, says they plan to take it further.
First step, what we would have done, we would have made awareness to the public what is taking place. The second step is what we did yesterday. We sent a letter and an email to the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago so that he could see how best he could bring some kind of resolution, because it is CARICOM and it is Trinidad and Barbados. We are neighbors. So we must be able to have a conversation in charting the way forward together so that Tobago will benefit and Barbados will benefit from these natural resources, which is our flying fish. Well, the next step, you would see it, we would do what we have to do to make our voice heard internationally plus locally, and we have no problem whatsoever at all in protesting in front of the Barbados Embassy. I hope Miss Motley would, I know Miss Motley is aware of the situation, and I hope that they will meet with ATFA and have an amicable situation before it meets thus far. I don't even want to talk about protests as yet. I'm saying I'm waiting till the Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago probably call the Honorable Prime Minister of the Republic of Barbados and set up a consultation, a meeting with all Tobago fisher folks and the Bajans Fishing Organization, where we sit down and work out some amicable solution, as I said. If not, you know, I always believe in discussion before we take action, serious action, because we don't consider Barbados as our enemies. But what is taking place is bringing hardship upon our people in Tobago.
Douglas claims Bajan fishermen have been casting their nets for days and weeks at a time, and this has been going on for years.
We've been observing over the years that the Bajan boats are coming and they are giving the fish flights. They are spending, I mean, like 2 and 3 days and making great catches, and that is causing difficulties for the processors and the fisher folks in Tobago to catch the fish. Now, we normally use pirogues, but these boats are staying nights, weeks, and pulling the fish and making it difficult for us to earn our living, because when that happens, it's making it difficult for us to catch our dolphin, our tuna, and etc. So it's a whole downstream of pain for Tobago, and the processors not making any money. Some of them is going to receivership, and we believe that there should be some kind of conversation where we work out some kind of arrangement so that the Bajans and the Trinidad and Tobagonians should be able, more so Tobagonians, could coexist when it comes to flying fish in Tobago waters.
We're hearing this morning that St. Lucia police have received instructions to wipe out criminality involving a small group of individuals using all available legal means. The order was given by Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre and follows recent deadly shootings in the town of Vieux-Fort. The season of Emancipation begins today. Minister in the Prime Minister's office with responsibility for culture, Senator Dr. Chantal Monroe-Knight, says the focus is on reimagining the past and celebrating the future.
It's really about us focusing on those things that made us who we are as Barbadians, those persons who through their sacrifice and through their struggle helped forge this nation, and those values and traditions as expressed through culture and the arts. But it's not only then focused just on the past, but again, how are we moving as a country? what are our achievements? What are the things that we are able to celebrate, and where are we going? And so that team and this season tells that full story of that struggle, of how we grew as a nation, but also as well, where are we going for the future?
In that interview with CBC, the senator highlighted plans for 3 of the main events of the season.
April 28th, which is National Heroes Day, one of the things that we've been doing is working through the parish independence committees. And we have assigned each parish a national hero and asked them to do community projects that will be taking place over the period from the 27th to the 30th, different activities in order to be able to honor those heroes. So very community-based, very community-grounded in terms of activity. I want to talk as well about August 1st, which is, again, Emancipation Day. We have a large participation from schools and community groups. We will once again be bringing back the procession that we all knew and love as a signal part of Emancipation Day. We have participation from primary schools, from secondary schools. Schools are calling every single day. Community groups are calling every single day, saying that they want to be able to participate. We are creating a school choir out of the participants in there, and that is, for me, that demonstration of support and outpouring of we want to be able to participate. I think is significant. I also as well want to identify the activity we'll be having to mark Marcus Garvey Day as well, which will be on August 17th. Again, in the spirit of self-reliance and entrepreneurship, we will actually be hosting an entrepreneurship challenge where we will be asking Barbadians to come and pitch us an idea for a cultural endeavor. And we're going to support that idea by providing $30,000 for the winner, but not only providing money, but we're going to create a sandbox of support to see that idea actually actualize.
And that's our news update at this time. We'll have more news for you here on TV8 at 12 noon. And you can tune into the stations of 94.7 FM, 98.1 The One, and 100.7 FM for the CBC News World at 1. Morning Barbados. We'll be right back.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Matchback Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
While you go about your business, we go about our business, and that is gathering the news. Stay up to date at CBC News Barbados on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Get news update on radio throughout the day. And join us for the CBC News Night at 7 every night. CBC News team is on the job and bringing you the news.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
11 minutes after 7 o'clock. Good morning. Once again, good to have you with us on Morning Barbados. Whatever you're doing, maybe you're getting ready to head out the door. Don't forget anything. I have a question for you. If you forgot your cell phone and you were just 2 or 3 minutes away from where you were going, would you go back for it? I don't know, something to ponder today. And then we're going to talk about that on a whole other day. All right, so the Division of Culture in the Prime Minister's office, they are leading the charge on the season of Emancipation in 2023. And this time around, the theme is reimagining the past, celebrating the future. And it is intended that they're going to take Barbados on a journey of cultural reflection and celebration. So joining us to talk about this morning, Rodney Grant, who is Program Advisor in the Office of Reparations and Economic Enfranchisement, is here, and Dr. Sharon Johnson, Senior Cultural Policy and Research Officer and Focal Point for the World Heritage Property Division of Culture in the Prime Minister's Office. Take a breath. They're here to join us as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tisha.
I just had to make sure I got the titles in there. It's important. All right, so happy season of Emancipation, I would imagine, is a good greeting as well, because it starts today.
Yes, today.
So I'm going to start with you, Rodney. Talk to us a little bit about, why it's important to celebrate in this way, reflecting on the past, but celebrating all of who we are as well in 2023.
Right, so a happy Emancipation season, and as the minister would have been reflecting just now in the news brief, in recognizing the theme, reimagining the past, celebrating the future. It's a time to reflect. As we reimagine the past, we are really reflecting on, the good things about our ancestors, their resilience, their endurance, and what makes us who we are as Barbadian people, and the things that they would have left us as legacies that we're taking into the present and into the future. That is why we start today in terms of reflecting on that endurance, that resilience that would have led us to the 1816 Bustle Rebellion, which is celebrated today, April 14th. And we finish on August the 27th, which takes us into the future in terms of looking at celebrating Jackie Opal Day. And on that particular day, we're looking at where we're going into the future in terms of our musical industry and stuff. So we start on reflecting on the past, and then we finish the season on August 27th in terms of looking at the future. So we really are reimagining the past, and we're just looking to celebrate the future. And this is important for all us Barbadians, because emancipation is important to all of us.
This is true. No, this is a long period of celebration and engagement as well. So I know that there are a number of objectives that you will want to achieve by the end of the period during which we're celebrating. So to you, Dr. Johnson, what are some of the objectives of going into Emancipation season with this particular theme in mind?
First and foremost, to generate awareness of what emancipation means to us as Barbadians, and to understand the diversity of who we are. We are no longer a Barbadian of just persons of black or white. We are now a diverse persons, and we have to embrace that diversity of persons. And emancipation, the season of emancipation opens up us to just that. to embrace who we are as a diverse people. So, and the season of emancipation is just not government led. It might have been that government has set up the infrastructure, but behind that we have civil society involved. We have the diplomatic corps involved. We have Pan-Africanists involved. We have civil society. We have NGOs. We have religious organizations. So it's important for us to have everyone come on board and see this just not as a small grouping of people, but it's something that involves all of us. So that is at the core of what we are trying to achieve, from school children to the Indian community, to the Muslim community, to everyone seeing that this something is in this for us. The fight for economic enfranchisement, for equality, for embracing our uniqueness as a people, because no other island or country on this earth has a season of emancipation. This is something that is unique to Barbados. And it shows, again, our uniqueness as a small island developing state to once again punch above our weight. And it's something that we should embrace and feel proud about. That we can show to the world, hey, as a small country, we are showing you how that we can get along. We have all of these races here in Barbados, and we can get along. We got to show up something we can show to you. So it is how we can foster engagement in the public. And again, we can go into communities and show community engagement. So those are some of the key things that we will show as we go through the season.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. And that saying that in itself really makes me proud. I did not know we are the only nation across the globe that has a season of emancipation. That is definitely, something to be proud about. Now, I know we usually hear about the Emancipation Walk. A lot of us know about that. And we talk a lot about how we celebrate national heroes. And of course, we're going to be celebrating Jackie Opal commemoration. Will be commemorated with a music symposium and so on. But one of the things on the calendar that really piques my attention is the Marcus Garvey Day Entrepreneurship Challenge. So if we could talk a little bit about the calendar of event, but hone in on that just a bit.
Well, we're going to be coming back to you with that. Marcus Garvey was known for his entrepreneurship. So we're going to be building that out, and in a couple of weeks, we're going to be coming back to you with that. That is going to be a very exciting event, because that, when you look across Barbados, especially during the time of COVID, we had so many entrepreneurs coming to the fore, especially young people. So many unique opportunities evolved and came out of that COVID period. So we're going to coming back to you with that one in a couple of weeks.
All right, Rodney, I also know something else that intrigues me is the fact that each parish has been assigned a national hero. So I'm interested to see how that will play out.
Right. So, Tisha, so before I get there, I want to talk a little bit about today, because today the season starts today. And the National Cultural Foundation is leading a series of pop-ups for us across the island. And we're going to start these pop-ups today in the north, in Holtong on the Trent playing field at 11 a.m. this morning. And this is Holtong is where the first settlers landed in 1625, and then they settled, came out and settled us 2 years later in 1627. So your own Cassandra Samuels will be hosting the Hinsville Youth Group and Von Hall with Von Hall and Shanika Grimes in the north at 11 o'clock at Trent's playing field this morning. Then we're going to move from there, and we're going to come over at noon to the Oysters Bay Garden, where we are going to see Dance in Africa with the Christchurch Foundation Steel Orchestra. And that's going to be hosted by Joe Manning. And you know, in the Oysters is where we signed, they had the 1652 signing of the Charter of Barbados at the Mermaid Tavern. And this was also a significant point in our history as we emerge into an emancipated nation. Then we're going to move from Oysters in the south, and we're going to come over to the east at Emerald City Car Park, sorry. We're at 1:30, we're going to see our very own Pioneers Creative Workshop with Skillet. You know, Skillet is one of those actors from the Israel Lava Foundation. and that is going to be hosted by Joel Manning. Then we're going to move from 6 Worlds in the east, and we're going to head back down to the north at Spikestown Esplanade at 2 p.m., where we're going to see Lucy Harmons, also with the Darrell Jordan Secondary School Steel Orchestra at 2 p.m. Now we're going to leave there. We're not finished yet, and we're going to come back to the city, which was the first slave port, and this was the major slave port in Barbados in the first entry, and is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And we're going to culminate the season of emancipation pop-ups at 4 p.m. with the Barbados Community Folk Chorale and the St. Leonard School Steel Orchestra. So today is an exciting day for us as we celebrate the beginning of the season of the emancipation with 5 pop-ups across the country. So we ask you to follow us, to listen out for what is happening, and as we come to your area, to come out and support, come out and celebrate, and to be part of the season. So that is for today.
All right, so for that's today. So we're gonna have to leave it there. I mean, we're gonna have to build out a segment called the Season of Emancipation Calendar.
Yes,
there's so much happening. I mean, just that pop-up, it should be pop-ups.
I tell you, man.
I mean, you're all over, but you are ending in a really wonderful spot. You are ending at Golden Square Freedom Park and with the Barbados Community College Folk Chorale and the St. Leonard's Orchestra on stage. So a fitting end in Golden Square Freedom Park at around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Thank you so much, Rodney Grant and Dr. Sharon Johnson, for sharing with us this morning. I know you guys are thinking, are we done already? The time has really just slipped away from us.
We're coming back.
We definitely have to be back several times because we have so much to talk about.
We have so much because I want to talk to you about the Africa Day hair competition and best dress.
There you go. She's adding more things in.
We're coming back. Thank you so
All right,
much.
so tell me about the Africa Day quickly.
Well, that's going to be online, so that is going to be popping. So that's going to be like, we're coming back.
Yeah? All right.
We're going to get all the young people involved in that one.
And Rodney, I know you wanted to say something. I saw your lips moving even before words were coming out.
I wanted to mention quickly because you had asked me about National Heroes Day. And, you know, we're going to have activities across the entire 11 parishes. We have on board with us the parish independence committees. And again, we want to ground the season of the emancipation in communities. That's why we partner with the PICs. And, you know, we have, and you know, we asked Barbadians to look out for the calendar. We are printing also a separate calendar for April the 28th. So it's going to be an exciting day. And actually, we have activities spread across that entire weekend. On April the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th, we're going to have activity across the entire country in every parish in Barbados, reflecting our 11 national heroes.
Listen, and I can hear the excitement in your voice about all that's going to happen. So I too am excited about it. Like I told you, just hearing some of the things, as you mentioned, the going into the communities, that I think is going to be exciting with getting the communities to talk about our national heroes or to see how they depict the national heroes.
Exactly.
In reintroducing our national heroes to some of the younger people in some instances, especially now that we have such a young and relevant national hero added to the list. And most certainly that challenge is going to be something to look out for. I know a lot of people will be interested in that as well.
And quickly, if I could close with this, and you know, in celebrating our national heroes, this is the enduring part of our legacy. I mean, when we look at the Rock Hall Freedom Park, this is, you know, emancipation is one of the most significant and important things in our history. You know, and it was because of this first free village and this first free enslaved that we were able to put a man in the parliament, Samuel Jackman Prescott. So our heroes are there because of the enslaved. So this is part of the enduring legacy that we celebrate. We celebrate our modern day heroes, and we celebrate the present, and we celebrate the future. And this could not happen if not for our African ancestry and our African ancestors. So that's why the season of emancipation is important to us.
All right. Thank you so much, my co-host, Mr. Rodney Grant. And Dr. Johnson, thanks for
Thank
coming
you,
through.
Barbados.
It's Friday. I mean, what
Right,
can we do if
Tisha.
we can't laugh, right?
It's true.
Yes,
It's
and
true.
we are
Thank
going to
God
be
it's Friday.
encouraging people. Next time we come, Keisha, we need to have you dressed in your African inspired wear. I'm not wearing mine. You didn't give me time to get dressed. But
yeah.
Next time. Yes.
Yes.
All right, have a good one. Always good to have a laugh. All right, we're going to be coming back with our Fresh Fridays in just a little bit, so stay there. Who knows, we might be able to bust a little move when we come back.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
Enjoy movies, soaps, drama, comedy, inspiration, education, music, and more. You get it all when you get MCTV, because MCTV gives you more.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
27 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Friday. Good to have you in company. So on Fresh Fridays, we introduce you to new and wonderful music that is coming up. Of course, we're getting ready for Cropover. Cropover is a part of the season of Emancipation as well. So there will be lots happening all throughout this entire season that really culminates at the end of August. So deaf rappers Sean Forbes and Warren Wawa Snipe, who were in Barbados last year for the Deaf Calypso project, created a music video, and that video is called Come Down to Barbados, and it was released just yesterday. Now, ironically, I think when Warren Wawa Snipe was on here on Mornin Barbados, I was filling in for Pearson, who was off on holiday at that time. So I'm equally as excited as you to see the video for the very first time. Let's check it out.
The waves hit your feet. Hit your feet. The sand hit your seat. Your seat. Take the sand from your shoes. Shake, shake. But not from your soul. No. Grandmaster Flash, born on his owl. So many directions and styles. There's rhythm in the air. Forget the troubles and your cares. Breathe deep. Take in a mist. Look around. Beauty you'll never forget. See the ship moves in. Another day begins.
If you haven't been to Barbados, baby, then you haven't seen paradise. If you haven't been to Barbados, baby, come on down to paradise.
Something unexplainable, new every day. The sunlight on the water. Diamond on the waves, sense peace, move to a beat at night. Pass time water in the moonlight. But it's the people that make the place. Oh, to keep your shoreline with the strong embrace. Memories I could never wash away. Here I could be a castaway, but you know I can't stay. Driving on the left side of the highway. Have to remember to switch back stateside. From west north where cars are made. Will you catch me in a ride? Driving by the walk on the Detroit sign.
If you haven't been to Barbados, baby, then you haven't seen paradise. If you haven't been to Barbados, baby, come on down to paradise. If you haven't been to Barbados, baby, then you haven't seen paradise. If you haven't been to Barbados, baby, come on down to paradise.
Come down to Barbados. I don't know about you, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. I don't know which images stick in your head. I saw a Thani, you know, the Thani shoe store. I saw the sign for Thani, that kind of stuck in my head. But definitely wonderful vibes there from deaf rappers Sean Forbes and Warren Wawa Snipe, who were in Barbados last year for the Deaf Calypso project. And they created that wonderful music video that was released just yesterday. So I absolutely love it. You definitely should check out more of it. And I certainly hope that it continues through this week and into this Cropover season as well. So we're also telling you about the Mom's Proud Moment promotion, which is our Mother's Day promotion that is coming up here on Morning Barbados. I'm sure you've been hearing it if you listen to our stations on 98.1 FM, 100.7 FM, as well as 94.7 FM. So we are giving you an opportunity to share your moments captured with your children, or vice versa, for the children to share their moments with their mom for a chance to win. So mothers will be required to submit videos of them and their children. And the videos will be shared right here on Morning Barbados, and we're going to post them on the social media pages as well for our audiences to vote. So what we want you to do is to think about all those proud moments, or just a proud moment that really stands out to you. The video submission with the most votes at the close of the voting period will, of course, be the winner. Now, video submissions must be a minimum of 60 seconds and cannot exceed 90 seconds in duration. So if we think about it, I don't know, a proud moment, it might not be as simple as you think to put a proud mom moment into one video, or a proud mom moment, you know, into just 60 or 90 seconds. So you should think about it definitely a lot, and think with your little ones as well. Or you might be a parent of adult children. So that is absolutely an option too. Now, submission dates start the 21st of April. So you still have a little time, so don't think too long. That's just next week. So you have between the 21st and the 25th to submit those videos, all right? Then the voting period is going to be May 2nd to May 5th. And we're going to announce the winner just in time for Mother's Day on May 9th. And then we're going to have our prize presentation of prizes just after that. So make sure you get in with your submissions. You have from between April 21st to April 25th to get those video submissions in. And you have from now until April 21st to make sure that you go ahead and get in your submissions. You want to think in that period about exactly what you're going to submit. So submissions can also be sent via WhatsApp to 467-5465, or sent right here to Mornin Barbados at cbc.bb. Now remember, Morning for Mornin Barbados does not have a G on it. So it's just MORNIN Barbados at cbc.bb. And the grand prize will be lunch for mom and 4 guests at Courtyard by Marriott Hotel on Mother's Day. How beautiful will that be? And I want it for you, so make sure you get those videos in. All right, so we're continuing with more fresh vibes, and we told you that Cropover 2023 has definitely kicked off. In the coming weeks, you can look forward to seeing lots more guests coming through and sharing what's happening all around the island in terms of getting ready for Cropover, whether it's the band houses or the artists or the promoters. We're going to stay on top of what's happening for Cropover 2023. But as we prepare for that, just in the same spirit as the season of Emancipation and this year's theme, which is reflecting on our past to determine what's happening in our future, let's look back a little bit at Sanctuary Vibes performing at the Party Monarch, I believe it was, a few years ago, Soca Royale. You see, that's what happens when you're old. Used to call it Party Monarch, but then it became Soca Royale. So let's reflect on that amazing performance.
The Sanctuary, you guys Bushy Park? Yeah, man, but what you asking me so? Man, hop on, man, let me pick you up, man. You leave for that bicycle? Nah, man. I get through, man.
Sanctuary!
Yo, this part you guys search?
My man, I got Bushy Park to watch you.
What? I got Bushy Park too? I don't there for a car right now, yeah. One of these, yeah, but it's fully loaded one.
Man, get in here, let me pick you up.
to swim. Pick me up quick. Fire branding. Never stop, never feel. Never fall, I got it. I want a jam, I want a wave. I want a wine. And if I get carried away, let me just say I'm sorry now. Cause I love me alcohol. You know how I love it all. Cause I love me alcohol. Cause I love me alcohol. You know how I love it all. Cause I love me alcohol. Push it back. Let me hear you scream. I got a problem here, man. A man comes up to the bar racing track with a boat. Something wrong with that. This will be good. It's a blessing and not a curse. This guy I go win is the first. And all who win finals that want a ride, I could pick them up. And as soon as the bike go side and the wash up on the road side, when I pass it me new ride, I go pick it up. All I need is me jamming. Space. When I get drunk and I miss the air. Sing with me. Sing with me. Don't make my drink too much. And I fall on the road. Oh, somebody pick me up. Somebody come and pick me up. Oh, somebody pick me up. Somebody come and pick me up. Yes, if I drink too much, I can't find my way home. Somebody pick me up. Somebody come and pick me up. Oh, somebody pick me up. Somebody come and pick me up. Pick me up quick. Pick me up quick. Pick me up quick. Oh God. But the bar with a sweet. Everyone a sweet, I sweet. Who drink it alcohol? Oh God.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Because you love English Premier League, MCTV has got it back. Now you can watch all the games of the English Premier League plus UEFA and NFL on MCTV. Current customers can upgrade to Matchback Extra at just $23. Call MCTV today at 228-6288 to upgrade or come in and sign up for our new service. Football fans, let MCTV get you back in the game.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
This girl hot and a bubble like water will make idols stew. God knows if a man catch me with her, what he woulda do. But me must have her in my camp, yeah. Hook, line and sinker. In spite of the sticky situation, girl, nothing ever sweeter. Now know you take wine, take wine, take wine, take wine. Now you take wine, take wine. Girl, now you bend down and take wine, take wine, take wine, take wine, take wine, take wine. Now you take wine, take wine. Girl, now you bend down and take wine, take wine. 7 times it rise, 7 times it fall. Still in spite of it.
Listen, don't turn it off. I'm still dancing. Something new from Sanctuary Vibes for 2023 as we continue with Fresh Fridays. And guess who is here with us? It's good to see you, Sanctuary.
To be here, man. Thanks for having me.
It's so wonderful to have you here. Now, it's quite ironic because I kind of bumped into you yesterday.
Yeah.
So it must be my lucky week because I'm seeing you twice in 1 week.
Oh,
and it's a short week.
Yeah, man. I've been doing some releases on radio and all over, you know, so I really looking forward to this Cropover season.
All right, now you said you've been doing a lot of writing,
Yes, a lot.
which I can understand because you're known for the writing. So talk to me now about all the writing that you've done for yourself and how you determine, this one is for me, but I'm going to share this one with somebody else.
To tell the honest truth, I don't know which songs are for me, you know. I have a set of rare people that I send the songs to. So I say, Rich, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Especially management. I have new management this year, a guy called Kieran out of Canada. And he really loved the music. So I use him now, you know. I send the songs to him and he's like, no, you can't sell this, you have to. No, you can't sell this. And like most of the songs I write, he keeps saying, you can't do this, you can't do this. It's like, I can't sing all, you know. So yeah, I can't choose because I love everything I write.
Well, talk to me about that one we just heard. Take Wine, that is in true Sanctuary style. You definitely have a sound and a style, which is, I'm sure a lot of people tell you this, but it is very reminiscent of how Trinis sing their music.
Yeah.
A very Trinidadian sound. I've told you that on numerous occasions.
It's
I've
true.
interviewed you before.
A lot of people tell me so. Actually, with the first song I ever released, that was Switching. First time I performed the song on stage, people stand up watching me. And I was like, what's going on here?
And the Bajans was like, how would Trinidadian get in this competition?
No, they was like, why that Bajan singing that Trinidadian song? I was like, Trinidadian song? I used to write this. Well, actually, I was fortunate enough to start my career with the influence of Marshall Montano and Patrice and Omi and those. I found myself in the band. They didn't sort me out. I just find myself in the band. The guy that used to play piano back then, I think he still played piano, Dwayne Dangerous. Yeah, he was a good friend of mine, real good friend, and we just used to hang and stuff, and I didn't know he used to play in the band. And I ended up by his studio, and then I see Marshall and Patrice.
And you were like, what?
I was like, what happened in here? And that was actually before I started music. And after hanging with them a lot, they asked, well, you know, you got the opportunity to learn something here. Nappy was the first person that told me about it, and then Marshall, and I ended up being a songwriter.
Yeah, that's beautiful stuff. All right, so you said that you kept 9 of those songs this year. I'm wondering if any's called greedy, because that sounded a little greedy to me. I mean, like 7 songs? I'm kidding.
I usually write a song a day.
Wow.
So 9 songs really are not
a song
lot.
a day.
Yeah.
That's amazing. But you've also, you're putting your stamp on writing for a few other people this time around. I know you're excited about a few of them. Some of the others, you're still shopping them around. But for those ones that are already concrete, can you let a little something out of the bag just for us here on Morning Barbados?
I did a song for Blood. I did one for Mikey. I really love Mikey's song. And I did a song for Bit Bit. God, a song called Lil Bit.
Oh,
I can't wait for Barbados to hear this song.
Bit is something
that
special.
boy can sing.
I know.
I mean, real sing. He's an adult and a little child boy.
And he's learning at the foot of the master.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
you know, because this is also the Mighty Gabby's
Look, I felt
set son.
so honored because I was like, they want me to write a song for Bit. Gabby, what? So I felt like I was writing a song for Gabby.
Wow. You were writing a song for Gabby, just letting you know you were right. You were writing a song for the master.
So I was
sure.
like, what I can do. So from the time they asked me for a song, the song came to my head a little bit. I said the song has to be a little bit. And then I just went from that idea.
Oh my goodness. Lil Bit is going to take over Cropover.
Yes, I feel he's going to.
Yeah.
That's why he released before he's
yeah,
I'm so serious though.
Generally, what's the plan for 2023 though? You know, it's been some time since we've been outside in this way. You know, there were several limitations because of the pandemic and so on. So we weren't doing what we could. I mean, last year it was kind of a jump up. I wasn't in Barbados, so it really doesn't count. But now I'm back. So
this year I want to have fun. I want to jump. I see a band out there that I really want to jump in. It's a new thing, a new band. I've never heard of it before. Called Azor.
Okay.
A guy called Zedo doing it. I have to get involved with that.
yeah, that sounds like a deliberate plug. But anyways, you know, I just get aware. A guy called, what's his name again? But you know, it's interesting to hear you say that you write a song every single day.
Every day. The more you practice a thing, the better you get at it. Yeah. So a lot of songwriters, a lot of artists tend to shut down after Cropover and go on vacation and stuff. I don't.
Okay. So are you doing any collaborations though? Are you working with any
Wow,
artists in terms of
funny
singing
you should
together?
say so. My second release is with a guy called Moldy Chief.
No way.
Oh,
I
yes.
know it's all about bashment if you say Mo.
Mo singing. Mo
Really?
can sing.
Okay.
Mo can sing real good too.
So Daddy no land to sing.
Daddy no land and singing. And song real good too. It's a song called Somebody.
Oh, could that be it?
Oh,
Sanky Vibes
yes.
and Moldy Chief?
Yes.
Yes, so I look forward to that. What was it like working with Mo?
This man is exceptional. Like, I can remember a couple years back, he said, let me do something together. We meet somewhere, I can't remember where. Let me do something together. And that stuck in my mind. And I wrote this song, went by Chris. I said, Chris, this fellow Mole tell me, Mole, oh, he bad sanctuary. I was like, what? Chris, you too?
Everybody, he is.
He getting so popular, right? So I was like, all right, should I do this or should I not do this? Yeah. You know, Chris. Yeah, do it.
Okay.
So Mole didn't hear the song or anything. We called Mole. He happened to be in the area.
Wow.
The man drive and come to the
Come
studio.
on, it's Barbados. Everybody's in the area.
Listen to the song and say, you know, I got somewhere to go, but I could write that now, you know.
Wow.
It's like, what? For real? The man write it right there, record it right there, finish right there. It was
wow. So he kind of matched your energy, which is great. I can't wait to see that. All right, we're going to take another quick break and come on and wrap up Fresh Fridays with Sanctuary Vibes, sharing the vibe in studio as we continue to do Fridays a little bit differently in this now season of Emancipation and getting you ready, of course, for Cropover 2023.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The facts say Morning Barbados reaches an audience of over 50,000 and Newsnight reaches over 56,000. It's simple. When you advertise, you're getting your message to over 50,000 of your potential customers. Make the call to CBC Sales Department today and watch your business grow. Contact us at 467-5559 or email marketing@cbc.bb.
While you
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Oh, fresh Fridays on Morning Barbados as we get you ready for the weekend. I don't know what you're planning, but make sure you check out some of the new releases that are coming out, particularly one called Wine Away from Sanctuary Vibes. Yeah, it's not called Wine Away, it's called...
It's called Take Wine, people.
Yeah, I was halfway there. I had one of the words. Yeah, but I was halfway there. So we talked about that other song that you have with Mole, the Chief. You guys have already shot a video.
Yeah.
And it is set to debut on Monday. Yeah?
Monday. Man, since my birthday was on the 10th of April.
Happy belated.
Thank you. I decided this month I can release a song every week after my birthday.
Wow.
So we put some songs in a hat and we pull out somebody for next week, Monday.
Nice.
And we say we can release some video and do some. We shoot more than one video actually. We did some other videos as well for some other songs. We don't know which one we can release yet after the most.
Because they have to go back in the hat to determine which song fits which Mega Monday.
Exactly.
See what I did there? Which Mega Monday release, yeah. That's how it works out.
So we came up with this one for this this Monday coming up, this Mega Monday coming up.
Right. What's the song called?
It's called Somebody.
Somebody. But I'm the one who told you. I can't wait. I heard a little bit of the song before, but I'll wait for that release on Monday to hear more about it.
Some of the soft releases of it. We did some teasers.
Yeah. All right, well, good stuff. I want to thank you for coming through.
Thank you for
Sanctuary.
having me.
And you know, this means since you're doing a release every Mega Monday until Cropover, or maybe through Cropover, you're definitely going to have to come back and spend some time with us here on Morning Barbados.
I'm looking forward to being back.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe one of these days you can challenge me and write me a song and sing a little something. How about that?
Yeah, either sing or take one.
Mega Monday.
If you can't sing, I know you can take one. You can't win, huh?
All right, I want to thank you for coming through. Okay. So a few of the things coming up this weekend that we told you about. The Child Care Board will be at Massey Warrens from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Sky Mall from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday, April 15th, as they meet us in the communities. The Secret is Out. Pine Hills Adventureland will be having their international circus acts, amazing magicians, brilliant art, aerialists, and so much more on April 15th and 16th at the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium. Auntie Giggles has a free mini concert also on April 15th from 3 to 5 p.m. at the YMCA. Romel and Romel Griffith present Project Walk Again, the second leg, Backlin Time, a fundraising event. And the two gentlemen, both named Romel Griffith, are raising funds to have their hip replacement surgeries done. Their upcoming fundraising events is slated for April 15th as well at Cricket Legends at Fontabelle at 7 p.m. And King of Paradise 2 Dog Show at Kensington Mall on Sunday, April 16th at 4 p.m. hosted by Simon Cho and Lucky Line Caribbean. So it's a chock-block weekend of wonderful activities to happen. Thank you for coming through Sanctuary and sharing with us. He's going to be back. Don't forget that big release for that song, Somebody with Mole, is on Mega Monday, the first one so far. I've had a fantastic time with you this week. I can't believe it's already at an end. I'll see you, God willing, on Monday. Please remember to wear your smile. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you.